Hello everybody, Caden here today with an episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and as the shadows ominously move, I guess that means it's going to be nighttime, isn't it? Of course it is, because it's me starting an episode, which means of course it has to go to nighttime, because anyway, today, I was trying to figure out what to do, because I didn't want to do another episode of working on the visitor center, so instead, I figured we could probably do a little bit of work on getting the next and final area of the Ice Age Park done, which is our Ice Age, I don't know how to say it. You guys know what I mean. The cold part of the Ice Age Park, which, to be honest, only holds two animals, that being our Megalocerus and our woolly mammoth, of which there's gonna be a lot of interesting stuff going on here, and I'm trying to figure out how this is all gonna work. So, because the Megalocerus will be going in this area here, even though this is technically like a really big wide open area, and you'd be like, oh yeah, Caden, this makes sense. This is like the mammoth exhibit. No, this is our Megalocerus build. That'll be going over here, and the mammoth will be going over here. And yeah, I have the mammoth is going to be quite the exhibit when finished. I have a lot of big plans. You might look at this little divot in the ground and you're like, this is where the mammoths are going. Isn't that like kind of weird? And I'm like, yes it is. But y'all have no idea what's coming, and it's going to be amazing when it happens. It won't happen for a little while because that's the last exhibit I'm tackling, because it's going to be probably one of the more intensive ones, kind of like the Diplodocus, where it's just a big exhibit that takes forever to get done. But anyway, I think we're probably not going to get to either exhibit today. Probably the plan for today is just going to be simply, well, get the pathways going, maybe start leveling out some of the ground, and I might even try, if I have the time left. Actually, you know what? I think my objectives for today are probably going to be get the pathways going up and bring this custom mountainside terrain in. So finish that up from episodes and episodes ago and get the pathways rolling out, so that way next week hopefully we can start getting the Megalocerus in, because I think that'll be really cool. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys once I've gotten started with that. And we're back, guys. And oh gosh, I fell. I made a bit of progress on this area by getting the mountain curve side thing that we started ages and ages ago, before episode 50. This project started before the last world download, but our little custom mountain, that is an escaped Platybelodon. How did you get out? Oh, you know what, I bet he glitched through with the block, because they tend to do that. That's fine, we'll leave him there for now. I'll go get it later, because I'll have to build a net, and I don't really want to have to go over to the, whatchamacallit, the thing right now, the storage room. Anyway, yeah, I did a bit of work on this rock wall, trying to kind of figure out how it's going to look and how it's going to curve back into the mountain. It did luckily solve one problem for me, and that was, well, basically, this entire area here was super duper, and I do mean like ridiculously wide open. And I was kind of like, it feels kind of stupid to just put a pathway through here. I mean, there's all this space. Like, there's easily space for another animal to go in here. And we don't have any other Ice Age animals. Now, I mean, that's not to say we won't get another Ice Age animal I could throw in here in a future update. I kind of hope we do. But for now, I don't really have an animal to put in this area. If there is one added, I'll probably remove some of this rock wall, put it maybe to like there or something like that. Like, edit things to make it look better. But anyway, I realized the rock wall is actually kind of helpful with this, because it'll actually kind of, at least hopefully, just narrow this area down a bit, make it a bit more decoration-based, stuff like that. I mean, we'll probably fill the rest of this in with decorations, and I guess see what's gonna end up going over here, if anything goes over here. I don't really know if I have a plan for this area yet. But anyway, yeah, so the rock wall is not done, because I mean, we're gonna have to continue the dirt on top of this thing all the way back up to there. Like, this is a fairly large terraforming project, and there was originally going to be a whole pathway up here, and I don't know if I'm still going to do that. We'll see. I mean, I could actually, wait, where's the, we should actually fix like this, like that. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. And actually might even just quickly I do have my like super shovel on me, but I'm always terrified to use that on projects like this because I will literally just destroy the entire thing if I'm not careful, because that thing's got efficiency 5 on it. But yeah, anyway, I think the plan right now is I'm trying to actually looking at this. We did do a lot more uniquely shaped paths that are like going in lots of different directions in this part of the zoo or park. So I think what we may do is we may actually have the first just like right angled path and kind of do like a kind of more like what we would do on Wildlife Park, going up slowly at an angle, kind of like this, and have that come up to here. And let's see, the main pathway will probably curve up around, come to about here, and then I think we'll put like a little bit of a plaza or something. And then that's gonna come out this direction, one side coming out to about here, let's say, and then Megalocerus exhibit, and then the other pathway coming off this for now is gonna go this direction over towards the mammoths. And I think that'll work, because let me see. I think the mammoth exhibit in my mind is gonna come up to maybe here, or at least here for sure. Like when I said the Ice Age area recently is gonna take us probably to episode 100. This is one of the reasons why. If you guys remember when we were doing the Diplodocus exhibit, how long that took to just terraform, the mammoth exhibit's gonna be a very similar build to that, just in the fact that it's gonna take a long time to dig it out. In fact, part of me is kind of like, maybe I should get a beacon beforehand to kind of help out with that. Maybe that's actually a really good idea. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we can see about investing into a beacon at some point soon. But anyway, that's all I have for now. So I'm gonna work a bit more on both the mountainside and the pathway, and I will come back to you guys when I've got some more progress done. So I'll see you guys in just a second. And we're back, and this is about what I have. Also, we have my, as I like to call it, the chest of dwindling resources, as I quickly realized I need to take more trips to the storage room, because I'm like, oh, I don't need much, and then I don't bring very many bits of equipment, and then I realize I need more equipment, and then I don't want to go back. But anyway, here is what we have. A lot more stuff done over here, and the beginning ideas of the pathway. I'm not sure what I think about this, in all honesty. I think it's got some interesting looks to it. I think it's got an interesting shape, for sure. I'm just not sure if I like it currently. I mean, I guess I'll take suggestions. So if you guys have any ideas on what I should do, if I should just make it like a normal pathway or something, or if I should try and do something more with it, let me know. I'm up for suggestions. I'd love to know what you guys think. But as you can see, the plan did change slightly. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this whole thing. It's kind of just, the pathway is working way differently than I was expecting it to, in all honesty. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I'm supposed to work with this and kind of get it to work correctly. But I think I have set a pretty good boundary here for where the Megalocerus are gonna live. And I think that'll work well. In fact, I am even considering, again, should more Ice Age animals get added, there'll probably be a new fence added somewhere around here for the Megalocerus, so people could walk this direction, over back here where more animals could go, stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, other stuff I've set up, I've gotten more stuff ready to kind of head over to where the mammoths will be, which will be really cool. Again, I'm very excited for that exhibit. I think it's gonna be one of the coolest ones we build. Not the coolest, because I think I've got some cool ideas for other exhibits, but it should certainly be one of the more interesting builds we do. Yeah, I'm very excited to start this. I don't know if we'll get to this one next week. Probably, I would wager we won't. It might be another week or two before we get started on the mammoths, really. And once we get started, I mean, whew, it's gonna be even longer before we actually get the animals in. But other than that, I did a bit more work on the rock wall. I finished kind of getting the height down, and now it's just doing all the dirt work, which ate a surprising amount of dirt, but was also kind of good because, to be honest, I have too much dirt in the storage room currently, to the point where it's like completely full. So this wasn't too bad. I also didn't put the Platypelodon back because I didn't really think I needed to. It's fine. It's not going to leave the area. And again, I didn't think of getting a net when I went back to the storage room for more stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I do remember back when we first started this area, though, I did want to do some sort of like pathway. It wasn't meant to be like viewing animals kind of pathway. It was just meant to be like a little like nature walk kind of thing. And I'm still considering doing that. In fact, part of me thinks it'd be kind of cool, since we have the Megalania over here now, because they weren't originally supposed to be here. We could do like a little like kind of, maybe build this up a little higher, build like a little fence railing back there. And not try to make it like this super obvious like viewpoint or something, but like, you know, maybe it comes like up here a little bit and you can kind of look down into the Megalania, while the other part of the nature walk covers the Platybelodons. So kind of just like a higher up view of some of the already existing exhibits. And I think that could be an interesting idea. Let me know what you guys think of that one. But yeah, I mean, I do think it'd be cool to kind of have a view of the Platybelodons from up here. Because I will say, it is one of the harder exhibits, I think, to look into, just because of how densely forested the whole thing is. I mean, there's trees absolutely everywhere in this build. So they can be kind of difficult to find sometimes. I mean, we've obviously got one right there. And I think there was one over here, if I remember correctly. Or did that, like, escape inside the mountain? That's actually a distinct possibility. Let's take a look. No, I don't see a Platybelodon in here. But that doesn't mean it isn't. Man, it's crazy looking at this, because this whole area is just completely different to how it looked when I started building it. Because yeah, this was the original, like, this was meant to be the original wall for the Platybelodons, and now it's this. Oh man, I love walking underneath the park like this. It's just kind of cool to see. Oh, we're under the bug house now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can see my Tiktaalik right there. Yeah, it's just cool to walk underneath the park like this. I really like it for some reason. Kind of cool to see just how much the world has changed. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I think that's about all I'm gonna do for today. Not a terribly, like, impressive episode, but a lot of work got done. I mean, this looks a lot more complete than it did when we started, so that's good. I mean, that's a lot of work right there. And yeah, and I think it's definitely gonna set the Ice Age up well. I do think I'm gonna tinker a bit more with the paths before next episode. Maybe I also kind of want to see what you guys are gonna say, get your guys' feedback, and when we come back, I'll probably try and start setting up the Megalocerus. We'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. I hope you're all looking forward to more. Let me know any of your thoughts and any suggestions you have in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, see ya.